The TEFAF fair in Maastricht is familiar ground for art expert Clare McAndrew from Ireland. She's observed how the trade in art has changed over the last 25 years. One trend is that paintings and sculptures are increasingly changing hands at art fairs.
We've seen some decline in retail galleries. There's been a lot of galleries moving off the very visible presences they used to have in high streets in big cities. People aren't visiting galleries as much as they used to. They want it on a plate. They want to be able to visit everybody in one spot at a fair. So that's been a big trend in the trade.
The European Fine Art Fair, or TEFAF, is one of the leading art fairs in the world and one of the priciest. This sculpture by Henry Moore costs 27 million euros. This painting by Vincent van Gogh will set you back 3 million. But some of the jewelry can be had for a few €100,000. In the run-up to the TEFAF, all the objects on offer are painstakingly vetted for authenticity.
The TEFAF is characterized by an incredible diversity. It shows everything of quality from all the millennia. The best of the best of the best, I would say.
The best of the best of the best, würde ich sagen.
It all started with these at the TEFAF 25 years ago, paintings by the old masters of the 14th to 18th centuries. The TEFAF has about 200 exhibitors, including leading international galleries and art dealers.
We start preparing for the next TEFAF right after this one ends. It takes at least a year to get together enough solid material. And of course, there are certain things which you save for Maastricht. For instance, this Neri di Bici, nobody's seen it until now.
McAndrew says young people are becoming more and more interested in the old masters. Another trend is that the art business is growing more international. Asian artworks, like this sword, sell well at the TEFAF. Art is also booming in China, and there was a big surprise in 2011.
I think probably one of the biggest kind of headline-grabbing things was that China took over as the #1 biggest art market in the world. The US has held that position for more than 50 years, so it's a huge finding that it finally lost that premier position. But in a way, it's part of the whole process that's been going on for maybe 10 years or more of the continued globalization of the art market. And it wasn't an even distribution between...
The TEFAF has often been dubbed the department store of the super rich. It runs for a week and will end on March 25th. McAndrew says the art market has grown considerably. Art is increasingly being viewed as an investment. And for experts like McAndrew, this is a positive development.
There's more and more people doing this kind of unusual combination of arts and economics. So I've finally got a few colleagues to work with. So it's been a really interesting area to work with. What I love is that it's I'm an economist, but I'm working in a completely opposite area that's full of aesthetics and beauty, and so I'm crunching numbers, but it never takes away from the attractiveness of the commodities that I'm looking at. So it's been a lovely way to kind of combine arts and finance together.
But Clare McAndrew has no time to dawdle or take in the sights. She's already off to her next appointment.